Did you just pick up a new M1 Mac, or maybe you're just looking for some accessories for your current Mac? Either way, we got you covered in this video. Here are some of my favorite Mac accessories that you should check out. If you have a new 13-inch MacBook Pro, whether it be the Intel or M1 variant from 2020, this Vero leather MacBook sleeve from WaterField Designs is an excellent choice for carrying around your Mac in style, as well as offering protections against scratches. The sleeve is custom fitted to your Mac, and it comes in two different colors that all look pretty cool. The one in this video is the Grizzly leather. It's made from one continuous piece of premium full grain leather and has a very soft plush-like lining for the laptop. It fits perfectly in most backpacks, or you can just carry your laptop around with the sleeve only. Or, if you really like WaterField designs, you can check out another personal favorite product of mine, the Executive Messenger Bag. It's not only a great option for your MacBook Pro, but it can hold tons of other products and accessories with all of its versatile pockets and compartments. It's made from high quality leather, and it looks really, really nice, especially if you're headed out to a meeting in person, which doesn't happen often, but in the future it might, and you're gonna look great carrying around this bag. Speaking of accessories to carry around, 12th South has one of my favorite accessories for my MacBook Pro, and it's called the PlugBug Duo. This little guy has two USB outlets that can attach to the plug side of your MacBook Pro power brick. It seems simple because it is, but I've never realized how great of an idea this really is. Now, the only downside, which is kind of big, but I mean, it's easy to work around because it is so convenient. The only downside, in my opinion, is with ever-growing USB-C world, I kind of wish that this was not Type A only and that these were at least one Type A and one USB-C. I'm sure they'll come out with one in the future, or at least I'm assuming they might. But to limit the amount of chunky power bricks that you might bring around with you, in your bag, to and from the office, or even when you're traveling, take this thing and attach it to your MacBook Pro. It's perfect for charging multiple devices. Speaking of 12 South accessories, I do have one more stand for your MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, or even an iPad, called the ParcSlope. The ParcSlope is a new dual-purpose stand that elevates your laptop or iPad screens, and it gives you the perfect angle to make things a bit more comfortable when you're typing. Not to mention, it increases airflow for hopefully quieter MacBook, though if you're using one of the new M1 machines, that's not really a problem because, well, those machines are super quiet. The ParcSlope rests your device on a few rubber feet, one at the base, and then where you would put your MacBook Pro, the bottom of it rests on a rubber mat. It's extremely simple and also offers a hole in the back for cable management in order to keep things even more minimal and clean. Now, I do have one small gripe, and it could just be the unit that I have. I don't really know for sure because I don't have another one here, but there's just an ever so slight tilt every now and then when you put your Mac on it. It's not something that is a problem when you have your hands resting on the MacBook and you're typing, but once you go to type, you can feel that little shift to the right or the left. It's just like a little uneven, but I haven't had any issues when actually using it, but it is kind of frustrating every once in a while. But other than that, if you're keeping this thing, docked at your desk and you want to bring that display up to eye level, it's a great option for your desk, which is the perfect segue into our next section of this video, which are accessories that are more ideal for docking your machines at a desk. Now, starting off, you'll need a monitor, or maybe you might want an external monitor, and something that won't break the bank, and that's the 24-inch LG UltraFine 4K monitor. Now, we did a full video on this, so if you want to check that out, click the card in the upper right corner. This is the smaller model of the existing UltraFine monitors that LG made in collaboration with Apple, and is one of the only monitors that offers nearly the same pixel density and display quality as what you get with your MacBook, basically offering you a larger Retina display for when you're docked at your desk. Now, I know 24 inches isn't the biggest display in the world, but again, for me, it's all about that Retina quality display. I wanted something that didn't look worse than my MacBook Pro because I use my MacBook Pro in conjunction with the other monitor, and so when I take my eyes off my MacBook and go to the monitor, that difference when you're going to a monitor that's just not nearly as good, it's jarring and I don't like it. The monitor also offers 5 USB-C ports, 2 in which are Thunderbolt 3 compatible, and you can charge your MacBook with the display by using one single Thunderbolt 3 cable. Now, as I mentioned before, because it was developed in partnership with Apple, it works seamlessly with your machines, and some of the display functions can even be controlled from your Mac's touch bar or function keys for things like volume or brightness. If you want a simple way to get your Mac docked and just kind of out of the way, you're not using the MacBook's display, then I'd recommend the Brydge vertical dock. I usually like a clean desk, and if you don't need to expand your Mac's ports, but you just want something that looks good while docked on a stand, and it still offers a nice way to access those two Thunderbolt 3 ports, then this might be the stand to check out. The MacBook Pro slides in vertically, and the two USB-C ports connect directly to the dock, and on the back of the dock are two USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports, so you still get access to those ports, you won't lose them. If you're looking for something with a little bit more flexibility and also portability, the 13-inch LineDock has to be right up your alley. Now, from a design standpoint, it basically looks as if Apple was making a MacBook Pro and then just forgot to attach a keyboard to it and then a display. It's almost indistinguishable from a MacBook Pro, and what you get here is simply be able to place your laptop on top of the slab of aluminum and then connect via USB-C. There's a little adapter so that there's not a huge cable in the way, and it just connects to your one USB-C port. So you'll lose one of them, but now you'll have access to a ton of different I/O ports, like 3 USB-C ports, 3 Type-A ports, 1 SD card reader, and a mini display port. There's also HDMI and DisplayPort for ultimate versatility. You can even get LineDock options with storage configurations. So if you really don't want any drives lying around or dongles, then this is a great choice. The SSDs come in either 256 gigs or 1 terabyte of storage, and it's literally just the perfect plug-and-play solution for docking your Mac. Not to mention, it can be entirely battery powered. So you can get all of those perks while on the go with the 60-watt power delivery battery, or you plug it in via USB-C when docked to your desk, and your Mac will charge at 100-watt pass-through. Lastly, for those who want to go more in-depth with charging power when on the go, maybe you're going camping or staying in a place where charging your devices might not be easy, then you'll definitely want this guy. This is the PowerZeus 500, a portable power station that's capable of charging literally anything and everything. It's pricey, and so for those who might be casual campers or just want something for backup, maybe you don't lose power all too often, but when you do, you really want something that's going to be able to charge most of your devices, then the smaller PowerTitan 300 might be the better choice, as it's nearly half the price and still capable of charging your entire life. Each one has tons of different I/O ports available to cover a wide range of devices, and they both even have multiple AC plugs so that you can power not just your tech, but even household items too. You can plug your toaster into here if you want. Maybe you're not a camper, but you live in a place with frequent power outages, like I said before. I can't possibly recommend this enough. The ability to stay connected and charge up your most important items on the go at any moment is great. There's also a solar panel accessory that can help you charge these portable power stations by using the sun, and it charges these power stations very quickly. Everything mentioned in this video will be linked in the description down below, and I highly recommend you check out some of these because I think they can really take your Mac to the next level with these accessories. But I'd also love to know your favorite MacBook Air or MacBook Pro or even your Mac Mini accessories in those comments down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.